The NBA, a basketball juggernaut, reigns supreme in the realm of professional sports. With its dazzling displays of athleticism, iconic players, and nail-biting competition, the NBA commands the attention of millions globally. From the graceful finesse of LeBron James to the three-point wizardry of Stephen Curry, the league continually evolves, delivering electrifying moments that resonate with fans everywhere. Beyond the court, the NBA's commitment to social justice and global outreach underscores its influence as a cultural force. In this arena, dreams become reality, legends are born, and the world witnesses basketball at its finest. The NBA isn't just a league, it's a global phenomenon. Tampering refers to any unauthorized or prohibited actions taken by teams, players, agents, or other individuals associated with the league to influence the decisions or contractual relationships of players who are currently under contract with another team. Tampering can occur in various forms, including illegal contact, initiating unauthorized communication with players who are under contract with another team. This can include direct or indirect contact through intermediaries. Public statements. Making public statements through media or social media, expressing interest in a player who is under contract with another team, or discussing potential future contracts or team plans related to such players. Agreements in principle, making any secret or unofficial agreements with players who are under contract with another team, even if no formal contract has been signed. Inducements, offering financial incentive, gifts, or other benefits to players or their representatives to influence their decisions. Tampering rules are in place to maintain the integrity of the NBA's player contract system, prevent unfair competitive advantages, and uphold a level playing field among teams. The NBA takes tampering allegations seriously and can impose fines, void contracts, or even impose more severe penalties on individuals or teams found guilty of tampering. Teams and individuals associated with the league need to adhere to these rules to ensure fair competition and a balanced environment for all teams and players. Tampering in the NBA is a controversial topic, and some argue that it can have certain positive aspects. Increased fan engagement. Tampering rumors and speculation can generate excitement and discussion among fans during the NBA offseason. It keeps fans engaged and passionate about the league year-round, even when games aren't being played. Media attention. Tampering allegations and rumors often attract media attention, which can boost the NBA's visibility and coverage, leading to increased viewership and sponsorship opportunities. Player empowerment. In an era where player empowerment is on the rise, tampering can be seen as a way for players to exert more control over their careers. It can enable them to choose destinations that align with their goals and preferences. Competitive storylines. High-profile tampering cases can create compelling storylines, rivalries, and drama, which can make the NBA more entertaining for fans. This drama can lead to increased interest in specific matchups and games. Flexibility and agility. Tampering can allow teams and players to explore their options more freely, fostering a more fluid and dynamic player movement landscape. This can potentially lead to more exciting and unexpected team compositions. Tampering incidents in the NBA have been a recurrent issue over the years, with several high-profile cases gaining media attention. The Lakers and their president of basketball operations, Magic Johnson, were fined for tampering after Johnson made public comments praising then Indiana Pacers star Paul George. These comments were seen as an attempt to lure George to the Lakers, which violated NBA tampering rules. The Milwaukee Bucks were fined for tampering when they publicly discussed their intention to offer Giannis Antetokounmpo a supermax contract extension before the designated negotiation period, violating league rules. The Los Angeles Clippers faced allegations of tampering when they signed Kawhi Leonard and acquired Paul George. Some reports suggested that the team had engaged in inappropriate contact with Leonard during his tenure with the Toronto Raptors. The Miami Heat were investigated for potential tampering when they acquired Jimmy Butler in a sign-and-trade deal with the Philadelphia 76ers. Reports suggested that discussions between Butler and the Heat may have taken place before the official free agency period. The Chicago Bulls were fined for tampering when they prematurely announced the signing of Lonzo Ball during the NBA's free agency moratorium period. This announcement violated league rules regarding the timing of free agent signing. We can summarize that tampering is not a well-understood concept among fans and media alike, yet it is clearly defined. For viewers, we can refer to Exhibit 35 of the NBA's Constitution that defines tampering by players and its penalty, as we are taking an excerpt from the same here. Any player who directly or indirectly induces, persuades, or attempts to entice, induce, or persuade any other player, staff, personnel, coach, trainer, GM, or any other individual or team who is under contract, subject to discussions for, or relating to his services, or negotiates or contracts for such services, shall, on being charged with such tampering, be given an opportunity to be heard or answer such charges after due notice with reasonable time given, and the Commissioner shall have the right to decide whether or not the charges have been sustained. In the event he decides that the charges have been sustained, the in-charge Commissioner shall have the powers and rights to suspend such player for a definite or indefinite period, depending on the severity, or to impose a monetary penalty not exceeding a sum of $50,000, or inflict both suspension and fine upon any such player. Tampering takes different forms between players through social media, verbal communication, and many other forms, but the problem here, and what is often the problem with tampering, is that there usually doesn't exist proof of any conduct. Without such proof, team representatives can, up to a point, claim that the media news sources made the reports up and as cheap publicity. So it is evident from here that clear definitions of any offending conduct do not automatically mean distinct violations. The only thing that provides violations is evidence. As famously said, in an industry of verbal agreements, the messenger cannot be shot. NBA agents and front offices know how to avoid tampering using back channel, not unlike how governments who are public enemies still communicate. Someone, a couple of people removed from the agent, GM, can talk with someone, a couple of people removed from the other side, and set something up that gets brought back and agreed to. Or an agent can have one of his other players do some of the work for him. Players recruit each other all the time on social media and off it, and the league doesn't see that as tampering unless specifically ordered by a GM/owner. In conclusion, the issue of whether tampering is good or bad for the NBA is highly nuanced and can be evaluated on a case-by-case basis. While there are arguments that tampering can have some positive aspects, such as increased fan engagement, media attention, and player empowerment, it is essential to consider the broader implications and the NBA's overarching goals. The NBA's stance on tampering primarily revolves around maintaining the integrity of the league, ensuring fair competition among teams, and protecting contractual agreements. These principles are paramount in upholding the credibility and long-term health of the sport. Tampering, when left unchecked, can lead to competitive imbalances, damage the reputation of the league, and erode fans' trust in the authenticity of the competition. It can disrupt the contractual stability of the NBA and raise ethical concerns about the way player movements are orchestrated. Nevertheless, the NBA's ability to generate excitement among fans is unparalleled. The league showcases extraordinary talent, thrilling plays, and intensive rivalries that captivate audiences globally. With more videos and content, we will be back. Here is a reminder to like the video if it was informative and added some value for you. Please comment on your views, subscribe to our channel, and wait for more exciting videos.